Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to my channel. My name is Aban Jidda. Today I will be reacting to this brother asking Dr. Zakir Naik that why am I to be blamed if God knows everything? Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video and drop your comments.
My name is Jacob. I'm from India. My profession is I'm an engineer. My question is, God knows everything. He knows what is going to happen next and everything, whatever we see around, he knows everything well ahead. So if I am going to do something good, so he will be knowing about it?
Yes.
That's my question. And so if that's the thing, everybody has a destiny and everything is pre-planned. So is that true?
Yes. Brother Jacob, correct?
Yes.
Brother Jacob has asked a very important question.
He says if God knows everything
Allah knows everything in advance.
and he knows everything is going to
He
happen,
knows everything in advance. He knows what.
so why am I going to be
Yes.
blamed?
Then he asks, is everything destined? That's the new question. Knowing something is separate and destined is something else. Is everything destined? Yes, it's one of the pillars of Islam. You didn't complete the question. I believe your question is, then what is your role? If Allah has destined I'm going to do good or bad, what is your role? Is that your question?
But
That's right.
Yes, I understood the question because it's my field.
That's the
So you
question.
Complete your question. Because it's a very logical question. Even this question comes in the minds of the Muslim, but they're afraid to ask. Oh, if I ask, kufr. This is a common question and it's a logical question. If everything is destined, if Allah is destined, I'm going to commit murder and I commit murder, who's to blame? Allah, not me. Correct? If Allah is written in my takbir, I'm going to drink alcohol. If I drink, who's to blame? Allah, not me. Logical. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Right. So this question is even in the minds of the Muslim, but they're afraid to ask. And this is a very tricky question, very sensitive question, and this troubled me for a
seriously,
long time.
people have a lot of questions to ask, but some people are afraid to ask questions.
Because, and then as I did my own research, I spoke to top scholars. Whenever I get a new answer, I only repeat what the scholars say. But if it's logical question, something new, I have to speak with the top scholars to see that it's not going against any of the rules of the Sharia. That is the usul of a da'i. You can't say something new. Yeah, logic you can give, but so unfortunately there are many books written but not very convincing regarding taqdeer. And it's one of the pillars of Islam, or pillars of Iman. We have to believe in taqdeer. For a better understanding, I'll give you some example. And this is one of my unique answers, which I asked the top scholars, and they said, MashaAllah, it's from Allah. Brother, if there's a teacher teaching in a school, in the classroom, and the teacher teaches for 1 year, and before the examination, the teacher says, this student will come out first class first. This student will get second class. This student, he will fail. Sorry, I'm just giving an example. Don't feel bad, brother. Brother, feel bad. Why am I failing him? So the teacher predicts before the examination, and the student who fail tell, because the teacher predicted I will fail, I failed. Can he say that?
Predicted.
Not really.
No, very good, not really. Why? The teacher knows this person is very intelligent, does his homework very well, comes early in class.
Intelligent.
This student, okay.
Because as a teacher, he knows who is doing well and he knows who is not doing well.
Can make a mistake. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ilm ghaib. He has knowledge of the future. He cannot make a mistake. But the teacher who predicts that this student will fail cannot complain because you predicted I fail. Correct? Now, what we have to understand in taqdeer, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has knowledge of the future. So what he has done, he is written in advance what's going to happen. Now, Brother Joseph, you come at a crossroad. You have got 4 roads, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can choose any. You choose road 4. So Allah knows in advance. When Brother Joseph will come to the crossroad, he has 4 choices, 1, 2, 3, 4. You choose 4, so Allah writes in advance. When Brother Joseph comes at the crossroad, you will choose road number 4. Whose choice it was? Yours. But Allah,
It's your choice.
He writes in
You
advance.
choose it yourself.
Then you go ahead, you come at another crossroad, A, B, C, D, E. You choose road A. Allah says, Brother Joseph comes at second crossroad, A, B, C, D, E. He chooses road A. Who did the choice? Joseph. Allah has
You did it.
knowledge of the future. After you pass class, you can choose to become
He has written everything that you are going to
You
do.
can choose to become a robber. Choice is yours. You choose to become a robber. I'm sorry, giving an example. You're a good manager. Sorry, you choose to become an engineer. I'm wrong. You're an engineer. You choose to become an engineer. Who did the choice? You or Allah? Who did the choice?
You do the choice.
I did the choice.
Correct. Allah knows in advance that this person would
That you are going to
become an
choose
engineer, so he writes in
that
advance,
robot,
Brother Joseph,
or to
very
choose
much
that
school, college,
engineer.
bachelor,
So it's my question is, if I choose medicine,
yes.
is that God making a mistake?
No. Allah knows you'll be choosing medicine, so he's writing the taqdeer.
God did not mess. God did not do mistake. He already written it that you are going to choose
No, it's
medicine.
not pre-planned. It is
It's not a pre-plan.
Like how the teacher predicts he will fail. You understand, na? So Allah knows. So maybe tomorrow, there is a chances 1% you may learn MBBS and become a doctor. You don't know, I don't know. Allah knows. Correct? So Allah knows your mind will change. Now you don't want to become a doctor, you want to become medicine, you again study medicine. Possible. Chances are less. So it is not Allah who is forcing you, it is you who are choosing. You understand, brother? Allah has ilm ghaib. That means Allah has knowledge of the future. So maybe after someone passes his graduation, he can earn honest living, he can rob, he starts stealing. Who's to blame? He's to blame. Not Allah. Allah writes in the Taqdeer that after he passes his graduation, he had option to do an honest job. He prefers stealing. Okay, fine. So Allah writes he will steal. But it is not because Allah is writing that you have become an engineer. Because you would become an engineer, Allah writes in advance. Do you understand? Like how the teacher predicts before the examination he will fail. He cannot blame the teacher. Do you understand, brother?
To be honest, it's confusing.
Yes, it is difficult. It's a tricky question. But did you understand when the teacher asked before the examination, in the classroom you can understand, easy to think.
Yeah.
If the teacher predicts the person will fail, can he blame the teacher?
But the teacher is different from God.
Understand?
No, you can't blame the
No.
teacher.
The same way God has knowledge, God is far superior than the teacher. God is not interfering in your free will. Certain things, yes, where you will be born, where you learn, certain things are fixed. But what you will do or not, it is you who make the choice. That is the reason a very famous poet, Allama Iqbal, you would have heard of him, Allama Iqbal. And because you're Indian, you'll know Hindi. Allama Iqbal says, खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर के पहले खुदा अपने बंदे से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. And I'm told that in Oman, many of them understand Urdu like in Dubai. It's a poet, Allama Iqbal. He's one of the poets which has, mashallah, deciphered the Quran very well. He says, Khudi ko kar buland itna. Make yourself so great that Almighty God, before writing your destiny, will ask you, what is your wish? That means you follow the commandments of Allah. Just because the teacher is predicting, you cannot blame the teacher.
God has already written everything that will happen. God knows everything. God is the beginning. God has no beginning as God has not end. And everything that is going to happen, He knows it. He created you. And He knows that you are going to be a good person. And He knows that you are going to be a bad person. And He has written it. Even if you will be a bad person, later become a good person, it's already written. Or even if you are a good person, later you become a bad person, it's already written. God is all-knowing. God knows everything. God knows everything. So if you do good, you will be blamed because you choose to be that good. If you are a bad person, you choose to be that bad person. And God has written it that you will be that bad person. Not that God make you to be a bad person. No, you choose it to yourself. You know what is right and you know what is wrong. And you do the wrong thing, you choose it to yourself. You did the good things, you choose it to yourself. So Allah is not to blame, you should be blamed because you choose it to yourself. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and drop your